Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. Accounting Practical Exercise. This video will share how to record transaction and produce financial statement using Mr. Accounting software. If you find this video is useful, please subscribe, like and share. Before we start, I would like to share with you a few steps that you can follow in producing financial statement using Mr. Accounting software. Step 1. Create new company in Mr. Accounting software. Step 2. Prepare the transaction analysis. Step 3. Create accounts name and code. Step 4. Record or key in all the transaction in Mr. Accounting software. Firstly, we start with the opening balance. Then, key in the general ledger transaction. After that, key in posting customer transaction. And lastly, posting supplier transaction. And the last step, print the required statement such as general ledger listing, trial balance, statement of profit or loss, and statement of financial position. To create account name and code, please follow the guideline. For GL code, start with 1 is for current asset, start with 2 is for non-current asset, start with 3 is for liabilities or non-current liabilities, start with 4 is for capital, 5 revenue, 6 cost of goods sold, 7 expenses, 8 other revenue, 9 is for other expenses. In Mr. Accounting, you can see these icons. The blue one is for customer, the red one is for supplier, and the green one is for general ledger. To record the transaction in customer are for sales invoices, that is for credit sales and cash sales, sales credit notes, sales debit notes, and sales received from customer on credit terms. To record transaction in supplier are for purchase invoices, that is for credit terms only, purchase credit notes, purchase debit notes, and supplier payment for the supplier on credit terms. And to record transaction in general ledger are for cash purchase and cash expenses payment, bank payment and bank charges, petty cash payment and receipt, and also share capital. Now, let us begin with this example. The following is the accounts balances as at 1st May 2020 of Perniagaan Matahari. Bank 15,000, cash 6,000, furniture 20,000, and capital 41,000. The transaction for Perniagaan Matahari for the month of May 2020 are as follows. On 1st May, purchase on credit 13,000 from Cahaya Sinar. On 3rd May, owner bring in office equipment RM 10,000 for business use. May 18, sold goods 12,000 to Pagi Indah on credit. On 20th May, sold goods 3,000 in cash. On 25th May, Pagi Indah paid debt 5,500 by check. On 28 May, paid wages to employees RM 1,500 by check. And on 30th May, paid Cahaya Sinar by cash RM 2,000. Question 1. Record all transactions in Mr. Accounting software. And question 2, prepare general ledger, trial balance, statement of profit or loss, and statement of financial position. We begin with step 1, create new company in Mr. Accounting software. Okay, the first step is to create new company. Based on the question, the company name is Perniagaan Matahari. Now, go to Mr. Accounting software. Click Mr. Accounting that you have installed, and then at the bottom you can see New Company. Then click New Company. Okay, to create a new company profile, you have to key in all the information. The asterisk is the required information that you have to key in. Okay, we start with company name. Perniagaan Matahari, the metric number, and then key in your serial number. Okay, key in your mobile phone, your student name, and your email address. Make sure that you use the KMNS email at kmns.matric.edu.my. Okay, then the most important is to check the current financial period. Make sure that its starting date is 1st January 2020 and ending date is 31st December 2020. If it is correct, then click Save. Okay, now the company created successfully. Then click OK. Okay, at the table, you can see that your company that you just created. Click Perniagaan Matahari and then click OK. Software setup complete. Click OK and then click OK and it is updating database. Now, there you are. The company has been exist. Hai Perniagaan Matahari. Step 2. Prepare the transaction analysis. The analysis are as follows. On 1st May, debit purchase credit account payable Cahaya Sinar 13,000 posting to supplier. On 3rd May, debit equipment credit capital 10,000 posting to general ledger. On 18 May, debit account receivable Pagi Indah credit sales 12,000 posting to customer. 20th May, debit cash credit sales 3,000 posting to customer. On 25th May, debit bank credit accounts receivable Pagi Indah 5,500 posting to customer. On 28th May, debit wages expenses credit bank 1,500 posting to general ledger. And 30th May, debit account payable Cahaya Sinar credit cash 2,000 and posting to supplier. Step 3. Create account name and code. Please make sure that all accounts in the analysis and in opening balances as highlighted are created. To create account codes and accounts name, go to General Ledger, the icon in green color. Click General Ledger. Then you can see three boxes here. Look at the maintenance boxes. Click Accounts Maintenance. Okay, now you can see all the accounts codes and the accounts name. For example, accounts receivable starting with 1, that is 1 to 100, while accounts payable is liability start with 3, 31, 100. We can see that all our accounts has been exist except for wages expenses. You can see that in expenses, the last account code is 78,000. How about if we create 79,000 for wages expenses? Now at the bottom, click New. Okay, now key in the general ledger code 79,000, accounts name, wages, expenses. Make sure that the accounts type is expense. Now click Save, click Exit. Okay, now check whether the wages expenses has been created. Now you can see that wages expenses has been created. Okay, now click Exit. At the top, you can see icons Customer. Click Customer. Okay, there are three boxes and look at the maintenance box. Click Customer Master. Okay, now at the bottom, click New. Okay, Customer Details. Now we want to create accounts receivable code and name. Customer code, write down 12101 and key in the company number and key in the customer name. Write down accounts receivable AR dash. Based on the question, AR is Pagi Indah. So, AR Pagi Indah. Now, click Save. Okay, click Exit. Click Exit at the bottom. Okay, now we go to Supplier. See at the top, click Supplier. Okay, there are also three boxes. Look at the maintenance box. Click Supplier Master. At the bottom, click New because we want to create the accounts payable code. Now, the supplier code, key in 31101 and write down the company's name, AP Cahaya Sinar, and write down the company number 1, 2, 4, 5 or any number that you like. After that, click Save. and exit. At the bottom, click exit, and at the top, click exit. Now, you have already created accounts code and accounts name. Step 4. Record or key in all the transactions in Mr. Accounting software. We start with the opening balance, then general ledger transaction, then posting customer transaction, and lastly posting supplier transaction. It's time to record all transactions into Mr. Accounting software. We start with opening balance. You also can refer how to key in GL opening balance in Mr. Accounting's book, page 57. Now, go to Mr. Accounting and choose General Ledger. At the transaction box, choose Other GL Journal. And at the bottom, choose New. Okay, now you can see the data entry journal. So firstly, key in the dates. Enter the day last of the previous month, that is on 30th April 2020. Okay, now key in the reference number. So enter OB/2020. After that, click at the description box. It will appear journal and you can add journal for opening balance. Okay, now it's time to key in the accounts. We start with bank. So go to GL codes and search bank. Click bank and click OK. And after that, go to debit amount to key in the amounts because bank is debit balance. So key in 15,000, then click enter. Second account is cash 6,000. So go to GL code and search cash. You can see here cash on hand. So click cash on hand and click OK. Then go to debit amounts because cash also is debit balance. Key in 6,000 and then click OK or enter. Then the third account is furniture. Go to GL code and search furniture. Here you can see furniture and fixtures. So click furniture and fixtures and click OK. Then go to debit amount and key in 20,000. And then click enter. And the last account is capital 41,000. Go to GL code and search capital. There you can see share capital. So click share capital and click OK. After that, go to credit amounts because capital is credit balance and key in 41,000 and then click enter. Now at the bottom you can see the total is 41,000 at the debit side and 41,000 at the credit side. Now you can click Save and then click Exit and Exit. To record the transaction in General Ledger. Based on the question, there are two transactions that involve General Ledger. So, to key in Mr. Accounting software, click General Ledger. You can see in the transaction box is cash book payment, cash book receipt, and other GL journal. So, for this transaction, debit equipment credit capital, we should record in other GL journal. So, click other GL journal. At the bottom, click new, and then we can start key in journal. The date is on 3rd May 2020, and the reference number is JV 1/5. Description is journal. Then you can add to record capital. Then go to GL code, search for equipment. Click office equipment and then click OK. Then go to debit amount 10,000 and then click enter. Next account is capital. So go to GL code and search for capital. There you can see share capital. So click share capital, then click OK. Then go to credit amount 10,000 and then click enter. After you can see that the total is balanced left and right, so you can save. So click save and then exit. So the next transaction is on 28th May, that is debit wages expenses and credit bank. So where should this transaction be recorded? In Mr. Accounting software, we should record in cash book payment. Click cash book payment. At the bottom, click new, and then we can start key in the information. Because of credit bank, so we just maintain the bank accounts here. And then put the reference number. The reference number is PV001 based on the question. The payment date is on May 28th. And payment description is to record wages expenses. Then click bill or reference number, then it will automatically written there. Then click at the description, then go to GL code. Search for wages expenses. Then you can see that wages expenses. Click wages expenses and click OK. Then go to the total amount and key in 1,500. After that, click enter. Then save. Click save. Okay, and then click exit, exit, and exit. Posting customer transaction. In this question, there are 3 transactions that related to customer. In Mr. Accounting, click customer, and then you can see 3 boxes here. To key in the transaction, there are 3 types. First is sales entry or credit term, cash sales, and customer receipt. So, for 18 May is sales entry, for 20th May is cash sales, and 25th May is customer receipt. Then go to Mr. Accounting and click sales entry. At the bottom, click new, then choose sales invoice. Okay. Now, for the customer code, search AR Pagi Indah and click OK. Now, write down the reference. The reference in the question is SI2001, and then key in the date. That is on 18 May. Description is sales, and the GL code is sales. Click sales and click OK. Now go to the total amount and key in 12,000. Then click enter and then click save. Then click exit, exit. Now for the second transaction, click cash sales. At the bottom, click new. So deposit to search cash. So click cash on hand and click OK. And then key in the reference number. That is R1004. And then key in the date. That is on 20th May. Description is cash sales, and the GL code is sales. And then click OK. Then key in the total amounts, that is 3,000. And then click enter and click save. Okay, then exit, exit. And for the third transaction is customer receipt. Then click customer receipt. At the bottom, click new and then choose check or cash receipt. Okay, now for customer code, choose AR Pagi Indah and then click OK. Enter the date receipt. That is on 25th May. Okay, and then the customer pay by check. So select bank. And then key in the check number. And key in the amount, that is 5,500. After that, click enter. Now that you can see the invoice amount is 12,000 and we receive 5,500 from customer and the balance is 6,500. Now click save. Click exit, exit and exit. Posting supplier transaction. In this question, there are two transactions that related to supplier. Go to Mr. Accounting and click Supplier. In transaction box, we can see purchase entry, that is for purchase on credit, and supplier payment. Back to our questions. On 1st May is transaction for purchase entry, and for 30th May is transaction for supplier payment. Then go to Mr. Accounting, into the transaction box, click purchase entry. At the bottom, click new and then choose purchase invoice. To key in purchase data entry, click supplier code and search AP Cahaya Sinar and then click OK. At the GL posting date, change to 1st May 2020. And then the description is purchase, and then click at the reference and key in PI 1003. And then click date and key in 1st May 2020. And then click at the description and then go to GL codes and search purchase. Then click OK. And then go to the total amount, 13,000. After key in the 13,000, click enter. And then click save. Then click exit, exit. Now, click the supplier payment. At the bottom, click new. Okay, now we key in the supplier code, search AP Cahaya Sinar and click OK. The payment date is 30th May. Okay, now the payment is made by cash So, click at the bank code, search for cash on hand, and then click OK. The description remains payment, and then at the right side, key in the check number. And lastly, key in the amount, that is 2,000. And then click enter, so that you can see the invoice amount is 13,000, the payment is 2,000, and the balance is 11,000. And then click save. Click exit, exit, and at the top click exit. Lastly, print the required statement such as general ledger listing, trial balance, statement of profit or loss, and statement of financial position. And then you can check your answer with the answer on the screen. Click General Ledger. At the report, click General Ledger Listing and change the transaction date to 1st May until 31st May 2020. Then click Preview. So you can see that the general ledger listing for cash on hand, the balance is 7,000, bank 19,000, accounts receivable 6,500, furniture and fixtures 20,000, that is the balance forward, office equipment 10,000, accounts payable bracket 11,000, that is because the credit balance, share capital bracket 51,000, sales bracket 15,000, purchase 13,000, and wages expenses 1,500. So the grand total is 47,000. Then exit, go to trial balance and change the date to date 31st May 2020 and click preview. We can see that the trial balance, the balances is 77,000. Okay, now we exit and go to profit or loss statement. Click to month, May 31st, and then click preview. Okay, the statement of comprehensive income or profit or loss, this company gained net profit 500. Close and then exit, and lastly go to financial position. Change the period to period 31st May 2020. This period and preview. So that we can see the financial position as at 31st May 2020, total assets are 62,000. 11,500, the liability is 11,000, capital is 51,500, and total liability and capital are 62,500. To save the document, at the top, click Export Report, and then it will appear Format Acrobat Format PDF, and click the destination this file, and then click OK. Then it will appear Page Range, click All, and then click OK. Okay, now save at our folder. I choose Document, YouTube. Okay, then give the name for your file GLBS1, and then put your name or the company name, Matahari, and then save the file. Okay, now the file has been saved in the disk file. Close and then exit. Exit. Then choose Backup and Exit, and then click Backup Now. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Okay, that's all for Mr. Accounting Software topic. I hope that this video will benefit you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera.